powerful and almighty Allah has created our earth together with all the living on the solar system of constellations and galaxies in the entire universe. Allah, who created this boundless universe and who made it at every is also enough to put an end to it whenever He does. It is revealed in verse Qur'an that the universe will come to an end. That day is the Judgment Day. Refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. The hour is coming, there is no doubt about it, but most of mankind have no faith. And order will fall apart on the great day. This flawless order that prevailed billions of years will come and the Lord man, and at the time appointed by Doomsday is the last day that the world. Allah has given us information about the Doomsday and the event will take during it of the Holy Qur'an. Doomsday is given in, but it is revealed that its portents take place before it. One reveals that the portents of Doomsday have already come about. Its signs have already come. Has issued a statement of the Doomsday. One phenomenon described and universally accepted as one of the signs of the Judgment Day is the rise of the sun in the west. Something about a day, or intensity of the hour of never majority of people attitude for such a vital issue. Speak the terror that experienced when the hour of doom comes. They are even to look at about a catastrophe, reminding them of doom, about a great that will one day inevitably come upon them. Utter in the face of great truth are in a great unaware, because in His verses Allah reveals that the hour of doom is very clear, a matter on which there is the hour will take place on the all across the universe are described from their violence and intense state of mind at the time, and their terror, panic, and astonishment to the animals. There is no doubt that in the same universe was miraculously created out of nothing, so it will also come. The earth is rapidly and appointed for signs are one after the day. Peace be upon him, are about the signs of the judgment day. In the hadith, peace be upon him, has not only provided information of the day, but has also given detailed statements preceding it. This, in the portents of appear, is known as will take place during this period are climate and world, earthquakes, natural disasters, strife occurring, the destruction of great, the abandonment, the truth, and the moral regarded as lawful, the spread of poverty and hunger, social generation of health and astonishing events, the shortening of rise in urbanization, the build of lifespans, many advances in technology. These are phenomena and taking one after the other at the beginning of the 20th century, carrying on doing so at the same. Yet one very important reminder needs to be issued here. Of the signs revealed in the hadiths, to an extent have taken any period during the 1400-year of Islam in any part of the world. Yet such a thing that the period is actually the end times, because in the period as the end of the signs of the judgment day have to take place consecutively the same age. This follows. The signs of the judgment day will take place one breaking away one after the other. When the hadith examined in terms of in the light of this information, a very clear picture in detail by our prophet him of years ago, all taking of after the present day. The hadiths draw a perfect picture of our time. The coincidence, so many signs have taken place within such a short of time, one after the other, in the of affair calling for people must to see these divine signs, reminders of the end times, and must be well aware of the period and climate in. One of the portents of hadiths, Prophet, peace be upon him, is the rising of the just. It is also in the hadith that the judgment day will not arrive until this portent has taken place. The sun is born from where it sets. Those people in and return to earth. Make haste rising in the west. Revealed that someone after having seen it way will not be accepted in the sight of Allah. The rising of the sun is described historically they waiting for, but for the angels to come to them, or for your Lord himself, before good in its faith. Say, wait then. Our Prophet the judgment day will not take place until the sun rises in the west. When the sun rises in the west, the day that one which a self professes will be of any use to it if it did not believe before and earn good in its faith. It is certain that the judgment day will surely come. Great Islamic interpret this verse in the same way, regarding it as a sign of the sun rising in the west. Additionally, al-Qiyamah are also interpreted as evidence of the sun rising in the west. Bediüzzaman Sayyid Nursi, following this our Prophet on him will take place. The rising of the sun in the west is too evident to require the portent of the Day of Judgment, and it is a heavenly phenomenon. Reason, its interpretation and meaning are manifest, and it needs no proof. As stated by Bediüzzaman, this portent will take place in such a way that all personally witness the proximity of the judgment and this great heavenly phenomenon that will impact on things in the next of that Bediüzzaman Nursi provides information about the manner this great event will play. There is no doubt that Allah knows. With the removal of the Qur'an, the ruler of the in its course by striking another star. To west, and the sun will thus rise in the west. Yes, if Allah, who binds the world to the sun and the earth, action of the Qur'an, his powerful thread, and result of this impact. Bediüzzaman Sayyid described in several places, and his portent will be fulfilled by the earth striking right. The wake of this collision, which will occur by Allah, orbit will be reversed, and it will begin rotating from east to west rather than from to east, result in the west, in the east, and thus the judgment day imparted by our Prophet, peace be upon him, will have been fulfilled. Bediüzzaman, the judgment day will take place in the way Allah who knows the truth of this striking and rocking revealed by Bediüzzaman in interpreting the hadith, peace be upon him, revealed by in Surah that, and the second blast follows it. Major blasts are referred to in this verse. The first of these may be great shock that will take place with our earth colliding with a comet or meteorite, and Allah knows best. The first impact will halt the evolution of our earth. It has been continuing in perfect regularity for millions of years. Shatter the equilibrium of the earth. And night will cease, and one side of the earth will remain in darkness for days, while day on the other side. People will be cast into confusion by terror, fear, and a state of panic. The earth will begin moving, earthquakes place all the flow of magma over the earth, further terror, fear. Veils that the first shock will be followed by a second. He may be indicating by means of the second impact will take place. The terror people feel will be even further intensified by this impact. This impact, Earth in the revolved from west to east for millions of years, will begin revolving from east to west. As a result, the sun will rise in the west rather than in the east. However, these change in direction of the rotation of Earth will also be ecological system on Earth and survive all living things. People even further. Living things, the world itself cease to exist will commence. Lord revealed in the way Surah An-Nazi'at. Hearts Everyone who lives will finally come to an indisputable knowledge of the existence of the hereafter. Before such people need to remember of the judgment, something for. As you sit, watch upper layers by me be the atmosphere surrounding the earth that protects you. Thanks to the atmosphere, however, put an end to life in the event they fall. Indeed, me fall into earth have caused major changes in the world and ecological structure. One which fell in Siberia in the 20th century is estimated to have been 6 kilometers in diameter. This meteor destroyed a 2,000 and caused 1,000. Then the atom bomb dropped over that nobody in the region. Tragedy. It has estimated that had fallen, for instance, on top of the tower, their lives. Well-known scientist Carl the events took place a meteor in the hours of June 30th, 1908 in central Siberia across the sky, where some 2,000 square kilometers of forest and burned thousands of trees in a flash fire near the impact. Circled the earth. For 2 days afterward, there was so much fine dust in the atmosphere that one could read a newspaper at night. Is a meteor of some 100 kilometers in size that struck the Gulf of Mexico. Each of the came to an end of this meteor strike that took a million years. The took will help us understand the effects of the two impacts indicated among neurons. Such impact fundamental was widespread destruction. Eruptions and impact gave rise to earthquakes, tsunamis, and acid rain all across the planet. This ball of fire the moment it entered the atmosphere was brighter than the sun, led to global warming. The impact, temperature of points, chemical change in the atmosphere, and gas together with to a global darkening that is of the sun. There was and came to a halt. Scientists photos for just full ecosystem collapse. 9% of life on Earth is dependent upon the sun. Nation Therefore, long-term blocking out of the ecological system on Earth, with the appearance of plant sudden oxygen levels, plant-eating animals soon starved to death, and this change, which lasted for hundreds of years, resulted in the appearance of animal species. Of this meteorite collision, which took place 65 years ago, 70% of the living species in the seas and 70% of vertebrates on land disappeared. The important impact of this extinction, known as was the dinosaurs. The first great to the ecological balances and will be confronted by a disasters. Changing its Earth all fact on him earthquakes as one planet, terrifying to shelter, hide in. These explosions hitherto will be one which begins at the same time to take place because of this collision will be eruptions will appear. Its crust will be thrown out all the world in Zilzal. Lord tells us and the earth then disgorges its charges, and man asks, what is wrong? Has inspired it. Stars and countless universe create command and have been in the his as with all has prepared a hitherto unseen end in the heavens. ordinary changes in lies as a result of these two collisions, disaster and rain. The events that will take place in on the day when the heaven sways to and fro, by which frail. Result or medium smoke large enough to raise and devastate the day. Our prophet, this smoke that will result in the same as a feeling cool cloud and the boundless seas on fire and boiling from within will prevail across much of the planet. Boiling quakes as a result of a collision between the Earth and a star will human cities. Changes in the system will also cause the ice caps to turn lead sea level. This time, for which Allah has appointed a specific time, one of a is a phenomenon indescribable fear. Papers. So when is the day of rising? Where can I run? No. As time passes, rapidly approaching, people long by the judgment day needs to be issued here. For our own thought alone, events which they will take place in the far distant future. The fact is, however, that everyone who has ever lived since first created will witness that take place, will be called together in the presence of Allah. There will be no escape for any day. Moreover, there is no guarantee this day will not occur as you go about your daily life and make plans for the future. The life created by Allah within will come to an end together with that itself at a time unknown to us. terrifying one of great distress to the deniers. Instead of not believing in is for people to believe in the judgment day and to it must not be will appear Allah and be questioned that we need to make and preparations in the hereafter for the actions in this world, suffering to forgot Allah, so He made them forget themselves.